learning Korean. This is my honest 2-week update. It's my 3rd time living in Korea. And to be honest, the first 2 times I lived here, I did not take learning Korean seriously. But this time, I have help. So I just wrapped up my 2nd week of learning Korean. And I have to say that I lucked out because she's somebody that I know. I'm comfortable with her. She's patient with me. And we actually have a lot of interesting things to talk about outside of just like basic language exchange stuff. Now, the first 2 times I was here, I didn't learn Korean because it was just kind of easy to navigate without speaking the language. This time around, I'm not alone. I have my husband with me, I have 2 children with me, and although this page is just dedicated to the way that I'm blossoming outside of being a mom, I would be lying if I said that I'm learning Korean just for me. I'm learning it because I have children now, and I need to make sure that they're safe all the time, and that includes knowing what people are saying about them. It's just me, it's okay, because not knowing is sometimes a little fun. It's exciting. It makes things more of an adventure. But I'm a mom now, and I just need to be knowing. Keeping things 100% real, the positives of week 1 and week 2 together is that I can still read Hangul. And I don't know if that's because of the method I learned to use to learn it originally, and it just stuck. But I'm actually very surprised that I can still read it as well as I can. I'm not the best, but I can make my way through a sentence. And reading is really helpful in our exchanges, so that has been a plus. A negative is probably that our material is really advanced, like super advanced. So there are just small, like little articles that is in English and in Korean, and then we read it in the English for her, and then we go through it in Korean for me, and we talk about different key phrases and just different points and stuff that I can remember. And you know, I don't even know my pronouns, so it's a lot. And altogether, I probably only remember like 10 words in general. So it is hard to retain information. And this next part might sound maybe counterproductive, but I don't study as much as I should. But to my defense, I be doing this. Because I do stuff like this all the time, my mind is never really focused on Korean as much as it should, except for when we go places like outside and I'm running into people and I'm trying to communicate things. I could be better with that, but I'm not beating myself up. This time around, it's about being soft with myself, patient with myself, and the new things that I take on. So I am not gonna beat myself up about that. I am celebrating wins as they come, which I did have a few this week. Last week, I didn't really retain as much, but this week I'm remembering parts of the face, which is a plus. So that was week 1 and week 2. Week 3, 4, and all the weeks that come after, I see the small improvements, even if I'm not studying as much as I should. Sorry. And I can just only imagine how much better I'm going to be now that this time around I'm more focused, and I am determined to learn Korean. Stick along on this journey as I make my way through the language and any language humps that I come across, any difficulties, and how I navigate my way through them. Thank you for watching.